One stormy night, Douglas returned from delivering a midnight goods train to the other side of the island. He stopped by at Edward's station for a rest. BoCo was there. Douglas was very cross. "Ah, those electric diesels," scolded the Caledonian engine. "Calling our railway old-fashioned and out of date. One day he'll be sorry."
Calm down, Douglas. You know, this reminds me of the time when I first started on the island.
"What, with Bill and Ben teasing you?" asked Douglas.
No, chuckled BoCo. When you and Donald first saw me, you see me as a threat. But it was after one day when our friendship began to develop.
"I cannot remember that day well, BoCo. You may let her refresh my memory." "Certainly," said BoCo happily. And so this is the story of BoCo and the Scottish twins. Edward's branch line runs from Wellsworth towards the harbour at Brendam. Usually he runs the line by himself, but of course he gets the assistance of Donald and Douglas, the Scottish twins, with the other work. The branch line has been increasing with passengers and goods, and this gives the Fat Controller the idea of bringing in another engine from the mainland to help with the increasing work. One day, Edward was getting ready to take a local train on the return trip when a big long green diesel came into view. Edward was surprised by the unexpected visitor. The Fat Controller climbed down from the cab and introduced him. "Edward, meet D5702. He's here on trial, and if he succeeds, he'll be a permanent member of our railway, and will help out on your branch line." "Thank you, sir," smiled Edward. "Hello, D5702.
Just call me BoCo,"
replied the new engine nervously. "Oh, okay, BoCo?"
"It's a nickname that they gave me because of my wheel configuration."
"Ah, well. Hello, BoCo. Welcome to our island," finished Edward. "You'll love it here, trust me."
Okay,"
said BoCo meekly, and he rolled away. Throughout the first few days, Edward and BoCo had become from complete strangers to close friends. BoCo had handled the work really well, and all the trains ran to time. He shunted some trucks ready for Donald to take. Just then the Scottish engine arrived.
"Hello,"
called BoCo.
"My name's BoCo, and who would you might be?"
"Can't you read my nameplate, you green caterpillar?" BoCo was surprised by the cold response.
Donald. Your name's Donald? Like the duck on the television? My driver watches him with his kids."
"Of course, like the duck," replied Donald sarcastically. "You really think that, you dense motor on wheels?" And with the guard blowing his whistle to tell the crew the line is now clear, Donald puffed away with his train, leaving behind a hurt BoCo. Later, BoCo was taking a local train towards Wellsworth. Douglas pulled in with his own train. "Ha! You can haul those coaches, he teased. I could haul express coaches. You look strong, but you don't act as though, he laughed, and then he left. BoCo was fuming. I am strong, he said to himself. He was talking to Edward about it when he reached Wellsworth. They're Donald and Douglas. They aren't horrid engines, and they aren't used to change. But they're not bad once you get to know them. And he told them about how the Fat Controller was deciding which one to keep and which one to send away, and how the other engines feared about one of them being scrapped by their controller in Scotland due to the dieselization.
Oh my,
gasped BoCo. Don't worry about them. They'll get their act together, and no, you're not a disrespectful diesel. I might add, watch out for Gordon, Henry, and James while you're here. Those three will be arguing about themselves when it comes to diesels.
I'll shuttle them.
Over the next few days, BoCo began to be friends with the other engines, and they started to like him well. Minus the twins, of course. A few days later, BoCo was taking care of the branch line, while Edward was at the works getting his splashes repaired after a stormy night. He pulled into the station just as the twins arrived. They are in need of a banker, and luckily BoCo was there. Why can't the Fat Controller get a proper engine? A real one, in fact, scolded Donald. A thing like him is not strong enough to push a terrain like this. We could do it ourselves, snapped Douglas. Give him a chance, Dougie. He might as well be strong, so watch what I say if I were you. That shut the twins right up. BoCo was uncoupled from his coaches and was coupled up towards the brake van. Then they went over the hill at ease. When they reached Marin, the twins soon said, "For a young diesel, BoCo is a nae bad sort of engine." For that was high praise indeed. I remember that now. You left Donald and me with a first big impression. I'm sorry for calling you names.
It's alright. It always happens to everyone who aren't used to change. But we get used to it as time rolls by, until it's just a normal thing for us. Someday, those electric diesels will be replaced by who knows what in the future.
Donald agreed with what BoCo had said.